Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie Rose, and today I am feeling very, very tired, pretty exhausted. Um, and the energy in the city is very, very heavy. And so there's a lot of people complaining a lot today. I've seen a lot of police officers and emergency services with their lights on, go heading places. Just feels like people are having a rough time right now. And I've been really tired and exhausted for the last couple days. And so I've kind of gotten off my sleep schedule because I just feel like I can't get enough sleep. Like, I feel like I'm sleeping fine, but it just doesn't ever feel like it's enough. And I could chalk it up to, getting older, just being tired in general, like just body issues. But it feels like more than that. And it feels like it's a collective exhaustion, like a heaviness. Like my body just feels really super heavy. And so if you're feeling this too, please leave a comment and let me know what you're going through. It helps to know when we're going through this together. Sometimes that kind of helps solutions come a little easier. But so because my sleep schedule has gotten a little bit out of whack, it's kind of thrown off my whole routine because I'm using that extra time in the morning to sleep extra instead of going for my walks like I usually do. And so it makes me even feel more tired because I haven't gotten my walk. I'm not staying as active as I really should be. But gosh, I just couldn't get up the last couple days. And we had this big super moon. It's a big harvest super moon. The full moon this month, because it was closer to the earth, felt extra heavy and magnetized. And so I do think that had a lot to do with it. I am feeling better today than I was the last 2 days. But it's so strange because, like, when I start to exert myself or just doing, normal activities, there's been a couple times where I have almost passed out. Like, I start to black out and I need to sit down, like, immediately. And it's just overwhelming. I feel like overwhelmed. And there's nothing in my life that's really overwhelming me. So that's why I think it's got to be some sort of collective energy. So if you're feeling this along with me, God bless you. I really hope we get through this soon. It's been kind of challenging lately, just as a nation. And I try not to make my world so broad, but even just the people around me, my family, my coworkers, the people that I see on a daily basis, everybody just kind of seems to be tired. And I think it's because we've been under a lot of stress. And what it amounts to, from what I can tell, is fear. There's a lot of fear. And even those of us who try to live outside of fear and let that fear go, because there's really nothing to be afraid of. Even those of us that are living outside of it are still affected by those of us around us that are in fearful mode. This mode of like feeling fearful and in a fight or flight survival mode. And what I can say for that is just don't let them take your peace from you. Don't let it in. Just stay present. Keep your inner peace. Stop thinking about the past and the future. We're really, really worried about the future based on bad things that have happened in the past. But the thing is, we all got through those things in the past. Our ancestors got through those things in the past. We're going to get through this too. And there's really not as much bad happening as people are thinking, because when you're stuck in your phone or your computer and you're constantly looking at these fear-mongering tactics and propaganda that are trying to get you to be fearful, and what it does is stresses you out. So you can't be your whole self. You can't be the peaceful, thoughtful, compassionate self. It turns us against each other when we don't need to be fighting with each other. We really don't. We don't need to be angry with each other. The spirits always remind me to be compassionate of everyone, no matter what. They're all going through something, and I have no idea what that might be. All I know is what I'm going through. And personally, since I've been on this path, I haven't had a lot going on personally as far as drama or fear or anything bad going on. And it's really strange because, well, it's not strange, it makes perfect sense. But I used to have a ton of drama in my life, and I thought I was a pretty easygoing person, but there was always somebody like pissing me off or doing something to bother me, or being mean to me, or thinking bad thoughts about me, or talking about me, or whatever. There was all these things that were constantly happening. I had to be on the phone for too long, and the customer service rep was rude to me, and that was all me. It wasn't them. It was me. I was the one doing it to myself. Because if I had brought a peaceful, compassionate self to those moments, they would have brought a peaceful, compassionate self. And I'm not saying that things don't happen, okay? I know that things can suck. But I had several people today at work telling me all of the shit that they've had to go through today. And, I just listen, smile, give them good wishes for what's going to happen. Say, oh, good luck. I hope it turns out well. And just being positive around them. And it's been a lot more lately, last few days, I've noticed. And it makes me, maybe that's why I've been so tired, is it because it kind of puts me in a mode where I think I feel like I need to go into a hermit mode, where I need some isolation from all of just the negative energy. And so that's my biggest recommendation, is just, if it gets to be too much, just go into a hermit mode. Put yourself in some isolation, take some time to just be with yourself and practice some self-care. Just take care of yourself. I did my nails last night. I had been wearing press-ons, and they were starting to pull my hair, and that was kind of stressing me out. And so I decided to just pull them all off, and now I'm having to get used to my natural nails with paint on them again, but I think it'll be better. because it's more natural. And I think that there's been a big call to me, especially since that trip, to be more natural and eat more natural foods. And I wish that I could be in nature more. Living in the city, that is really hard. But right now I'm on the way to a 12-step meeting, which is something that I know that helps to ground me, and it also it energizes me. And so spending time with people that are healed or healing. I mean, I guess nobody's ever really completely healed. We're always just healing because things hurt. Life is painful. We're always just healing. But being around those people that are in that mode of solutions and peace and rejecting emotions like fear that really don't serve a purpose except just as an alert. It's just a signal that something is wrong. And when you feel that signal letting you know that something is wrong, it's time to address something in yourself. And I feel like there's a huge collective energy of shadow that is encouraging us through fear to recognize what's causing it. What is it that we are doing? If we are perpetuating that fear and perpetuating the stories that create and drive that fear, then all we're doing is we're giving up our energy to the darkness. And it's time to step back into the light. And, as an empath, this energy does greatly affect me. Give me just a second. There's a truck kind of out here. There we go. Gotta be careful. There's, like just now, for example, that fear. I didn't even really feel fear about it. It's an alert signal saying, oh, goodness, we have a lot of traffic on the road, and there's a truck that has a big tail end that's kind of hanging out in my lane. How can I address this right now in this moment? And just being careful and minding my edges and making sure that I can scoot on by. If I hadn't been able to, of course, I would have slowed down, maybe even come to a stop. Just being aware and present enough to make those judgment calls in the moment and not being fearful. It's just an alert signal. Like, that's how I see it as now. And I don't even really feel fear anymore. I just feel an alert signal. It says, oh, pay attention. Oh, make an adjustment. And so with everything that's going on in the nation, that's all it is. We're just being alerted to say, you know what, there's a problem. How can we address this in ourselves? How can I address this in myself to make things better? And the best thing that I have found to do lately is just to live a good life, to be kind to others and compassion, spread the peace around, and don't perpetuate the lies, don't perpetuate the fear, and accept that some things are going to happen that I don't like. Some things are going to happen that are going to hurt people. And where I am able to make an adjustment and change that, then I will. But if I cannot, then I need to have acceptance with it. And, that's all you can do. You just have to go with the flow. You just have to surrender and just find that peace. So hopefully the energy will pick back up. I know with the full moon, maybe there's just a heaviness right now. And the energy will pack up, not hopefully. I have full belief that it will, because it always does. But for now, please take care of yourself. Give yourself the grace and forgiveness that you deserve and that Source gives you. That merciful, loving grace, forgiveness, and understanding. And do the things that you know that you need to do to take care of your body. Do the things that you need to do to take care of your mind. And definitely take care of your spirit. Don't get mired in to the suckiness. Don't let them steal your energy, because it's unlimited. You can't run out. Unless you think you've run out, you can't. It's always there. It's unlimited. It's the infinity symbol. So I love you all. Hope you have an amazing day.